Hello, hello, and welcome to the week lives. This week, I'm going to talk to you all about going global with your brand and taking over the world. We all want to, but there's always that little bit of doubt. I remember when I started out with my handmade businesses, and people were like, "What is the goal? Take over the world." And that's what I'd say, but actually, my gut panicked. Like the thought of actually going global, everything that went with that, what I'd have to do, what I'd have to learn, all the laws that I'd have to do, all of that sort of stuff panicked the life out of me. So it was a real journey for me to trust that process. But also the responses I got from people all around the world was just, oh, it was worth it. It was worth all of it. So I'm going to touch on a little bit about what was great about it, what was not so great about it, what I found difficult, but also what I enjoyed and why I think everyone should aim high for their businesses. Okay. So started off with the thought of going global, and I had a couple of people come to me and say, "Hey, we run these online sort of marketplaces for handmade businesses, for small independent businesses to be able to find their global reach." I'm a bit dubious, but call me back in 6 months. They didn't call me back in 6 months. They called me back every month at the same time until I agreed to it. And I think I needed that push. I think I needed someone to just go, yeah, just do it. Just absolutely do it. The more they spoke to me, the more I thought it was possible. The more they spoke to me, the more I thought, actually, I could do this. So first thing I did was go online, go to the government website, gov.uk, and go, right, okay, what do I need to trade online? What do I need to trade internationally? What licenses do I need to be able to send my stuff internationally? Then I went to my delivery company. At the time, I was using DPD. So, right, okay, what do I need to be able to go international? The great thing is, because I sell on Etsy, that I have already sent some things overseas. So it was a bit like, but it was like one candle here and a small diffuser there, some wax melts here. So it wasn't like big quantities. So being able to talk to someone and actually go, okay, this is what I'm thinking of doing. What is it I need to put into place? Actually really helps. Now, with the Department of International Trade, they actually have people that can talk to you. They actually have advisors. You can book in to be able to talk to people and say, okay, what am I doing? And the great thing about using the government resources that are out there is that you get a true understanding of the legalities of things, what you're supposed to have in place, what things you need to know about your insurance. A lot of people get really worried about the level of insurance they'll need, whether they'll be able to ship things. And actually speaking to a human being was the thing that helped me go, yeah, stuff it, let's do it. Because talking to someone and going, yeah, but what about this? And I'm worried about this. They could dispel my worries in an instant. Or give me the right information and go, actually, you need to look at this. Brilliant. Where do I look at that? Have a look at this website or have a look at this company. I'm like, yeah, I can do that. It makes it much easier. And there are so many websites out there. There's so many different companies that are like, oh yeah, we'll help you go global, we'll help you go worldwide. But actually the responsibility of the legalities and all the details are still down to you. So being a little bit proactive before you make the decision to go to the Department of International Trade, and talk to them about what countries would be best for me, what cultures are going to be best for my product. And I know that sounds like, well, surely you should be able to ship everywhere. And yeah, you can technically ship everywhere. That's not the issue. But every culture, every country, they have their own ecosystem when it comes to retail. So the great thing about the Department of International Trade is they actually have a breakdown of market research that you can use to go to these other countries and see, what these other countries are expecting. They also work with companies that do exhibitions for British brands in different countries. So being able to go, okay, what do I need to do? And they say, oh, well, you know, we've got an exhibition coming up. Why don't you send us your products? We'll take them to the exhibition, and then you can tell us, and we can tell you whether your product actually got any interest. Yes, absolutely. Here's my products. Have fun. Let me know what happens. And just little services like that, using their market research. Market research is expensive to buy. If you speak to a market research company and they start going through their spiel of, you know, we'll get you this information, this information, this information, you go, yeah, that sounds brilliant, I'll have all of it. And they go, well, you have to pay individually for each bit of information. What? Like, what? Like, that's immense. So being able to use the resources that are freely available to you